Don't worry, there won't be any singing from me. No mai haere mai, and welcome to the exec update. And the purpose of this, and it will be brief, is that we were hoping for some FOMO around the AGM, but I fear that it may be JOMO. So while we've got you in the room, we're going to rattle through some of these things. So the first message is around our strategic plan. And I do know that no one has ever asked in the history of mankind to be told more about a strategic plan. So I will make this very snappy for you. So I was very keen as president to make sure our exec was very clear about what we stand for as CATE, and also for you to start using some of the language in our new strategic plan so that we all have a united message for our stakeholders. Hate the word, but you know what I mean. So I'm not going to read it out to you, and it is in your annual report, which you will get if you do come to the AGM. But I'd love it if you would start using some of this language in your communications, and I'm just going to read two sections. That all young people in Aotearoa, New Zealand benefit from quality career education and guidance, and secondly, that we empower career educators to lead career education and guidance that equips young people to successfully transition from education to employment. So hopefully we're all on the same page and we can clearly articulate that to everyone that we work with. Moving on. This year, CATE is not an employer, but now we are. So as you may know, we have a Networks of Expertise contract with the Ministry of Education, and we have seconded Lee Gray from Nelson College, and Lee is going to stand up and give you a wave. So Lee has taken the brave step of being seconded from her safe, reliable, and all the other things you talked about, secure job, into something that is a little bit of an unknown. But we're very excited about this, and I'll just give you a little snippet, which says, I hope you will be supportive of Lee and her role. Essentially, she is charged with leading PLD for our sector. This is a little unrealistic for one person to achieve, so we are approaching this from a constructive viewpoint. Lee will spend some time establishing the need, and then the goal is to build a sustainable model to manage our PLD going forward. To any non-educators in the room, professional learning and development is PLD. Moving right along, and to the final item for you is our new website. Now I was looking at this card here that Mark left outside, and I thought that our website is somewhere around photo bombing, the JK wedding dance, the WhatsApp, and other things from about 10 years ago. So it really is time to update it, and we know that it's been unsatisfactory for you for some time, and so we have, with the help of Tia, we have a new website which will be going live for you very soon, and Tia is just going to give you a couple of some information about that.
Kia ora tātou katoa. So a lot of thought went into what our website is and what is it that we do as CATE members, and what do we need to be thinking about in terms of what our website can do for us. And so with that thought, I thought about the strategic plan that we've been developing and Warwick's just shared with you. But also there have been a number of us for some time who've been concerned about the fact that the brand that we have out there as career practitioners in schools and in tertiary and all that kind of thing is not one that is full of celebration and good stories. So we also need to use our website as a bit of a narrative for getting those stories out there and telling people what we do and how great we are. The other thing that I thought about in terms of what our website is doing for us is looking at the diversity of our membership. And essentially what it comes down to is that we've got two facets that we need to be thinking about in terms of developing the website, and obviously for it to go forward and be something that's really useful for us. So those two facets are, we need a public face, and that's around the marketing and branding. And we also need to be able to give information to people who potentially want to be members or who are associated with young people going into employment and education. The other side of it is the private side. We need to be looking out for our members and looking at ways that we can share information between us. There are a number of you who are solo practitioners, and we want to be able to resource that. And a great thing with Lee's role is that we're going to be working together to help populate that website with a members-only site that you can log into, and look at shared best practice and really help boost each other. The members-only site is still in development, and obviously Lee's just started, so that space will come. And I want you to be aware that while the website is not live yet, it is in operation, and it will be a live, ongoing, living website. So it's not just going to be stayed there and then no one's ever going to update it or anything like that. So it will be populated continuously. The other thing about populating the site is that at the moment it's very, I've used Google Sites, and if you come to Craig and I's workshop this afternoon, you'll find out how we've done this. But around populating the site, made very clear that the whole concept of it is that it's inviting, and there's things in there that are going to attract people to want to come in and use the site, because what use is it if it's not interesting, right? And the way I thought about doing that is to get you to invest in the website as well. So to do that, we're looking at a bit of a competition, and we'll run it through our Facebook page and group. And I haven't talked to James about this, but we thought maybe we could put something out through the app as well for you to send in not just stories, narrative around great things that are happening, nominating people's stories where Lee and I can potentially put that narrative on the website, but also around populating it with pictures of careers in action. Why have a website that's got stock pictures on it that don't really have any meaning to us? And those of you, if you've looked at our current website, will know that it's full of these beautiful pictorial scenes of New Zealand, and it really doesn't talk to the heart of what we do. So I'd love it, absolutely love it, if you could get involved in that and send me your pictures. We will have, for those that we choose to put on the website, we'll have permission slips for those pictures that have students in them, so that obviously we're above board, and also around ensuring obviously the safety of anybody who's in said photos. So look out for that competition, and thank you for your perseverance and waiting for the website to become live. Cheers.
And in summary, I'd just like to demonstrate which generation I'm from, because I forgot to click through the PowerPoint. So here it is for you. Here's the big three things that we've talked about. And I also don't know how to use it. There we go. And there's the strategic plan, and where can you find that? I said, where can you find that? Yep, great. So you have to come to the AGM to get that. There's Lee if you weren't able to see her. And shameless plug for our Facebook page, which we hope more of you will sign up to, because it's just a really easy way for us to communicate to you. Thank you very much. Ngā mihi.
Thank you, Warwick. You might be Gen X, but the Facebook game is strong. I don't know if you have been following the Facebook page in the lead up to the conference, but there's been some really good information shared over the past couple of weeks. Just before we break for lunch, we have a bit of a prize draw, some lovely Hawke's Bay wine, I believe, to give away. So Leah Setford is going to do a draw.
Kia ora everybody, my name's Leah and I have the fun task of giving out the spot prizes. So today's prizes are 2 bottles of EIT produced salve. I'm okay to share it with you at lunchtime if you want preferential treatment. So I've got 2 questions because I get to select how the prizes are given out as well, and I've chosen rugby questions. So anyone wearing this is not permitted to answer. Anyone whose husband is on the rugby board is not permitted to answer. So first in, first serve, raise your hand, yell out, I don't care, Nadine's going to select you. So first question, who was the 2019 captain of the Magpies team? Oh, come on! That was easy!
Oh, there's someone over here.
Aye. I might dumb it down for tomorrow. Right, question number 2, because we're all about the wahine as well. How many local high school students were in this year's 2019 TUI rugby team? All close but Kyle.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Look, you get one just for your effort. There was 7, in fact. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Leah. So we're going to break for lunchtime now, and after lunch you're heading into your workshop sessions. So all the details of where to head are in the app. If you need any help, see someone in a Magpies jersey. If you're heading to one of the breakout sessions that's across the road, there'll be someone in a Magpies jersey loitering around with an orange vest to escort you across the road. We're then going to grab a quick grab and go for afternoon tea and head into your next workshop session, and then we're going to be meeting back in this room for the final session of the day at 4 o'clock. So enjoy your lunch, enjoy your workshop sessions, and we'll see you at 4.